Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very welcome. So it's Saturday, which means it's Quirky Asset of the Week, and the one I've chosen you may recognise if you've been on the Steam Workshop lately. It was number 2 in the Steam chart when I recorded this show, so therefore it's very current indeed. So's the map actually. The map was released under 2 weeks ago at the time of recording. It grabbed my attention through the thumbnail. The thumbnail said, you've got to check this one out because if this map is as good as a thumbnail, then you're in for a real treat. So that's why we're doing this one today. And the same with the loading screen thumbnail, that shines so brightly. Almost. And if you like things that shine brightly, shiny things, you know what to do. Do it now, please. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you very much for that ongoing support. Right, today's map is Ebonrud by Scorpionis. That's your loading screen thumbnail. Shines so brightly. Almost. It's by night. It's the nighttime view, clearly. Once you build some buildings, it will shine even brighter. There is the start square with the vanilla wishbone intersection. The resources, a lot of ore going on, a little bit of oil, a hint of fertile land, and lots of trees. There's a hint to the thumbnail, top right hand corner there. Doesn't that look good? It does look good. We'll be using the realistic Boreal theme today, and of the choice between Clara and Satellite, as my preference is with Satellite over Clara just because it's too lush. I've gone with the Satellite, plus it's a colder theme and it is a Boreal map, so there we are. Lots of Boreal trees from Mr. Maze on there, and that's basically our unlimited trees mod as well, but that's your one-click collection sorted. Now, can you spot the mistake already? Have a quick look. I'll give you a moment to try and work it out. Regulars to the show will already have spotted it. Just going to give you a few more moments. Okay, pause the game, pause the video now if you don't want to know the answer, you want to look a little bit longer. Okay, the street lamps are running down the middle of the highway, which tells me that what we have got here is a right-hand drive traffic on the left. Okay. Now, I'm suspecting that Ebonrud isn't meant to be a UK style build, so maybe we're supposed to be left-hand drive, but we're not. Did I forget to switch the left-hand traffic on at the start of the video? No, that would make no difference. Promise you, by switching this over to left-hand drive would just basically invert everything, and we would still have the street lamps running down the middle and the traffic would be on the wrong side. But I'll prove this to you in a short while. I promise you, there's no fixing this short of literally fixing this. Okay, right, not too much to talk about with the environment. It's mostly a flat build plane with a glorious mountainous backdrop. Okay, that's all we're looking at here, and a deep river canyon. Then we have got your start square. That's your vanilla wishbone, which used to have really steep down ramps, but I think Colossal Order have fixed this one because I haven't moaned about the down ramps on this in such a long time. Your start square is roughly sort of like this. I don't think it quite goes the other side of the river, but anyway, that's what you're working with there. And yes, let's have a little look. So yes, you've got your traffic on your highways on your left hand side. If we build a little 2-lane road running into that one, it'll have arrows on it and it'll tell us whether or not we're running on the left or the right. There we go. Already you can see that arrow is on the right hand side. So that for me is definitely a tiny weeny error. We have a little look at today's quirky asset of the day, shall we? I think we probably should. One right behind here. Ah, there you go. How do we miss that one? It's the Cirque de la Ville Circus pack by BadPeanut. Yes, you do need park life for this, clearly. And look, there's a little walking chirpy. Hiya, chirpy. Hey, oh, you alright? Did you fall over? Shall we do a factoid? Because factoids. Now, as many of you know, I am a true ladies' man. They cannot resist me. I just walk into a bar and I give them a little wink. And when they notice me winking, they fall right into my arms. And today's factoid is the average wink takes about 1/10 of a second. Just 1/10 of a second. Blink and you'll miss it. Which will probably explain why I have no luck with this technique. They must just be blinking at the same time that I'm winking. And how you doing, Chirpy? So yes, 1/10 of a second. You can do 10 in a second if you're super fast. Anyway, there, Cirque de la Ville Circus packed by BadPeanut, today's asset of the day. Back to the highways in Ebonrud by Scorpionis. And we've got a little bit of elevated bit here. I think this was made in a rush, this bit of road. That should have been noticed. That should have been noticed. Right, we'll carry it along. We'll carry it along. Some trees down the middle. I'm going to let them go. There's quite a wide gap between the highways. It's when the highways are really close together and we have trees between them that I say there's a little bit of a safety issue. But when you've got a bit of a wide, it's as wide as 3 lanes, this central medium in some places. And where we're seeing that, I don't mind a 1 or 2 trees dotted down the middle. Anyway, where were we? What were we talking about? Maps. Yes. So yes, this is Boreal map. If we'd gone with Clara, this would have been a very, very, well, deeply green kind of LUT and look to it, and probably a little bit too lush. Clay was really good for the tropical type themes, and if you want to have a really lush theme, then somebody rushed past my window at top speed there. Thank you. I am recording in here. Thank you. Is that a jinky janky? Is that a jinky janky? Yeah, we got a little bit of jinky janky. Minor stuff. It's fine. Nobody's going to really care. So yes, the satellite LUT, there is a lot more blue in the satellite LUT. So if you're running with a Boreal theme, my tip of the day is to consider, not use, because it's your choice, the Boreal, the satellite LUT, which is, I like it, okay? I like it, especially for this sort of thing. Yeah, now we're on the rail. You may have noticed a little bit of undulation, minor undulation at the edge of the map with the rail. And we're skirting along here with the standard 2-lane railways. Now, is it me? Are the 1-lane railways a completely different asset that you have to subscribe to, or is it vanilla now? I can't remember. Over a little bit of a hill there as well. Could have been a cutting, could have been possibly a short tunnel there. The reason why I ask is in a moment we're going to see a little 1-lane railway branch off here. Now, I don't remember seeing that in the requirements list. I know I've got a 1-lane railway actually on my subscription list, and so when I loaded this map up, everything that was on my subscription list would have basically loaded. So I've got a suspicion this is a missing requirement. I think. I'm not sure. I'm 80% sure that this is a missing requirement. 80%. Unless you can tell me differently, because you guys are definitely on the ball. Anyway, this comes back and loops back around the way. How can we? Well, basically, anything on that loop can't carry on this way. Unless it merges back into the line and then reverses. Trains don't mind reversing, so it might be that. Anyway, not too much to talk about. As I told you, it's just a big old bill plain with lots and lots and lots and lots of trees and a river running through it. So what we'll do is we'll take an intermission and then we'll look at some of the other stuff, shall we?
Do your bridges look like the game's AI has gone on holiday? Would you like vanilla bridges to be proud of? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Perfect Bridges by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
And we are back at Ebonrud by Scorpionis. Now, there's no shipping. Interesting choice, and I'm okay with that. We have air routes. Air routes are crossing air routes, though, which means something like this can force airplanes to do some sharp banking high up in the sky. It probably isn't going to bother 95% of you, but there might be 5% of you that might have an issue with that one. Water flow, we've got a lot of water running down. It's a working river. Credit for that one, because the amount of times we see people build rivers that don't work as rivers, while this one works as a river. So all credit for you there, Ebonrud. Just maybe a shipping route down that might have worked. maybe. I'm not criticising. Okay, let's have a look. On the edge of the map, we have got this mountain ridge, and look, it's literally painted right up to the edge of the map, and it's quite dramatic. I'm quite impressed by that. We are kind of like in a canyon, an eroded canyon. I like it actually. The backdrop there. Anyway, what more? Yeah, so we got mountains, and they're rocky and crocky, and switch the terrain lines on. There we are. And now I'll look and compare that with the build plane, which is not entirely flat, but there's a lot of flatness going on about it. And so everybody should be quite happy with that, I think. Both beginners and those that like a little bit of undulation, just to add a little bit of interest to the build, force them to do some stuff that they may not have wanted to have done. Probably the most interesting part in terms of geology is this part over here, where we've got some mountains that we can actually get into. So if you want to do a little mountain community, maybe up in this area here, it's off towards the fog, so you'll need to unlock things like use your 81 tile mod, or you purchase it by Kelu or something like that. But all told, it's mostly, why would you want to go up into the mountains when you've got this huge build area? Right, so I'll find somewhere for our thumbnail. There's going to be somewhere with a little bit of rocky bit of mountain or something. I'll search for this. While I'm searching for this, a little reminder that it's your turn to vote on the map. Yes, is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Oh, look, trees right on the peaks. Don't massively mind that, actually, on this occasion. I mean, it seems a little bit odd, but it's not unworkable. Yes, your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. I should get some cool effects on there. I might just do that post-production. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, aesthetically, it's okay. It's okay. It does the job. Is it as glorious as the thumbnails lead it to be? No. But the backdrops are great. The whole middle of the map is a bit meh, and that kind of overpowers the backdrops. I'm going to give it a high 3, a solid 3. Detailing, there's some okay bits that might get a 4th star, but it's 3. It's 3 for detail. Gameplay potential, I would give possibly 4, but I'm going to drag it down to 2 because the amount of problems with those roads that are going to need fixing. So Ebonrud by Scorpionis, yeah, it's bordering being quite a good map, just failing on all counts by little bits, and one huge error, one massive oversight. But never mind. I'm sure their next map will be superb. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Hopefully you've caught up with last night's Duvo. If you haven't, I'll link it into the bottom right hand corner of the screen now. There's another map on the screen now as well if you want to go and vote on something from just over a year ago. And I'll see you Monday for another map in the What's a Map series. And don't forget the Steam Weekly Chart Show tomorrow. So much content.